The Development Bank of Namibia has approved projects to the value of 214.91 million Namibian dollars from 1st of April to the 31st of October 2009. According to the CEO, the bulk of the loans were awarded to firms that secured tenders through the bank's bridging finance facility. To tell us more about the beneficiaries, we are joined from Windhoek by David Nuyoma, Chief Executive Officer of the Development Bank of Namibia. Thank you very much, Mr. Nuyoma, for joining us. Let's first start with the figure, 214 million Namibian dollars. How does this compare with the previous year?
Well, it's certainly an increase. Last year, same time, we just had over 100 million Namibian dollars.
So we're looking at 100% there, increase?
Yes, indeed. And what is very pleasing to us is the spread. We have the bulk of it taken by Telecom Namibia, which is part of their improvement of the infrastructure and also to make them much more competitive. As you know, the telecommunication industry is rapid in terms of technology improvement requirements. The rest of it, bulk of it is targeted towards small contractors. The government and public institutions of Namibia consciously are targeting the emerging contractors to give them tenders as a ready market in order to contribute to the development of the country. And they are building schools, clinics, and also participating in road construction, particularly in the rural areas. And we are particularly pleased with that. There is a bit of it that is going to medium-scale industries. For example, the milling industry, brick making, as well as meat processing business.
Very diverse industries indeed. Was there any particular focus on who you lent the money to, though?
Yes, the focus basically is determined by the viability. And secondly, we have to look at the value add to the economy in terms of job creation, the activity being performed as to whether it's making any difference. Some of the loans may look small, but if you look at a clinic that is being built at a place which did not have such a service and people were walking, say, 50 kilometers to come to the nearest service, it becomes significant. Similarly, if you look at a school where kids were being taught under a tree or trees or makeshift facilities, and now you come and put up modern infrastructure, it makes a difference. So we are looking at these impacts accordingly.
What I noted interestingly was that the bulk of the funds went to bridging loans. Was there an increase in demand, particularly for bridging loans rather than startup loans?
Well, the bridging loans, as a consequence of perhaps public policy shift, where small contractors are being targeted as a way of entering into business. And if they have the necessary skills and capacity to do the work, then normally the difficulty is how to access the market. And the government of Namibia and public institutions have been encouraged to look into getting them into working, partly as subcontractors, but there are also some instances where they take on jobs as the main contractors.
Well, Mr. Nuyoma, I have to take you back, but you mentioned that you've more than doubled your loans this year. What has informed that decision? Is it purely a demand issue, or as you've just raised as well, a shift in policy as well?
A number of things have to be taken in consideration here. One is that the Development Bank is a fairly new institution. As it is getting entrenched into the market, we'll see a ramp up year after year.
Then, Mr. Nuyoma, tell us
Secondly,
the
capitalization of the bank.
Please continue.
The capitalization of the bank has also increased, making it possible to take on bigger projects. The presence in the market now is our 5th year of operation, is such that we are becoming a household name, and therefore the increase. We expect that as the years come, we'll also see bigger increases than now.
Just before you go, Mr. Nuyoma, what's your budget for next year?
Well, we are targeting to have a loan book of more than $1 billion Namibian dollars, or more than R1 billion. And basically, we are looking at doubling again on the figure that we have achieved to date.